What's up, my social people? It's your boy Big Mitch here. And if you want to know what I'm going to be eating next, please go on to your social media. Go to Instagram, go to Facebook, and follow Content Hub, and you get to see me eat.
I had a lengthy intro planned for this interview, but after seeing that, what the heck? I want to get straight into it. What was that you popped into your mouth?
Oh my God. It was an Abraham Boombi.
And you actually ate it?
Yep.
Oh, wow. Joe, you saw this front row seat.
No, we're not eating that.
Listen, we're going to get into the delicacies of it all. Now, NBC's culinary culture TV show Local Flavours with Big Mitch is back with season 2 by popular demand. The show accompanies presenter Mich to markets, small businesses and food stalls in and around Windhoek to get a taste of all the local delicacies Namibians have to offer, from Zambezi Bream to Kapana pounded meat, abrambumpis, mutete and smileys. The show basically excludes nothing. Mich and Joe are here to talk to us about the show. Joe, of course, is the producer for this program. Joe, talk to us about how this, show was conceptualized. Let's start there.
Initially, the show was conceptualized post-COVID. When businesses started struggling, there was no market promotions, no anything happening when it comes to businesses. So we figured, why not tap into local street vendors and have some sort of a platform for them, especially on social media. And that's how we decided, okay, let's do street food. And what better character to have than Big Mitch,
I'm curious to know what you expected by choosing him to be the presenter of the show. Of course, we know him as this larger-than-life, social media personality. Big Mitch, he's a comedian, etc. What, stood out about him as, the optimal choice for shows such as this?
Mitch, when I did character scouting, I also follow Mich personally on his socials, and he is a person. He has so much talent that a presenter that can carry a show, and he can have a conversation around with a street vendor or even a chef, a culinary chef that upmarket. So he can blend into anybody. That's why.
You make me smile so much. She make me blush.
They say in Afrikaans, jy het met jou stert in die botter ingeval met hierdie job, nee? Ek kan sien hoe blink hy vangetjies en lekker gewiggies opgetel. I'm sure you've been loving this experience. Tell us how it's been this first season.
Oh my goodness, it was nice. The first season was so, because we were trying to get a direction of the show, but when we got it, with our first episode, it was on. We created something new every day. We wanted to do another style every day, and it was just to make the people feel free and let them express themselves, and also tell the story behind the food that they're making, because there's always a story behind how you became a vendor, how you started selling from your house. So it was fun to really get to know these people personally, and to see what they can do without even any knowledge of a culinary school or so on. Yeah, that was so fun. That was fun for me.
The show launched in December, so it's been about 4 or 5 months that it's been on air. What's the reception been like, Joe?
Sure, since December. We actually launched it at the right time.
At the right time,
people were very excited about new content, also with regards to the NBC Content App page. The most popular show that got the most views
on
up till 90,000 Ks was the donkey meat.
The donkey meat,
Not the Abrambumbi.
Not the Abrambumbi.
That was the donkey meat episode, was the most popular one. And it was
shares.
It has the most shares, even on Content Up, from all the content that's there. And the reception was so nice that people would inbox me when is the new episode dropping? When is the next episode dropping? And it was very nice that people actually wanted the new season to come out, and we just had to give it to them.
What is the fascination with donkey meat? Why do you think that episode of all episodes would get the most views?
Well,
go ahead.
Yeah, it's because it's Jesus transport, and we are eating it, and people just think why they eat it? But donkey meat is really healthy meat. I think back 4 years back, they wanted to start up that side for donkey meat and so on, but it's actually healthy meat because donkeys eat okore, and it's really healthy meat.
Yeah.
Medicinal.
Yeah, it's medicinal. Yeah.
You've obviously, have you tasted donkey meat,
I
Jojo?
am a soul eater of
Yeah.
a donkey meat.
I'm a big fan as well.
Yeah.
I
No,
haven't
she lives and
tasted-
breathes donkey. She doesn't even sell donkey. She even eats the donkey head.
$20 a packet.
a donkey smiley again.
Donkey smileys for her.
Talk to us about some of the most memorable moments you've had thus far during season 1, Mitch.
Oh, during season 1.
Sure.
Oh my kid months. There were so many. But the thing, mine was like, it was my first time to really go out there and like, I'm gonna go eat Kapana. I'm not a person of Kapana. People will be like, I guess Papalas, I wanna go get Kapana. I'm not that type of person. So it was my time to like really feast on Kapana, me alone, Kapana, on the braai stand, like, and having that experience. So just that experience, I've been there before, but it just seemed like it's something new because
Yeah,
there's
yeah.
always a new guy there, and how those guys just talk to you, how they sell to you. You can put those guys, those guys sold the devil a lighter. That's what I'll tell you.
Yeah.
Those guys are good at selling.
Yeah, yeah. So if you say that Kapana is not usually your thing, like what are your normal culinary tastes outside of what you're experimenting with, on the show?
Yeah, so it will be basically donkey or mupani worms or like matankara, or the smiley. I would always go there.
So you
Because
gravitate towards traditional food in
food,
any case,
yeah, because I like to sit down and eat. Yeah, I like to sit down and eat, but at Kapana you have to stand. Yeah, so
Well, there's
I
a
always used to
place-
hate it.
Joe, do we see the show traveling to any other parts of Namibia? I know, of course, we've talked about him having a taste of, the bream, which is not, of course, a delicacy of, central
Yeah.
Namibia. But do we see him traveling to other parts of the country as well, or not keeping it just within the confines of the city?
Well, the show is in demand. I mean, we open for any sponsors.
Yeah.
We basically what happened when we brought back season 2 is it was transpired because of the donkey meat. Because with season 2, we are more focused on traditional meals.
Yeah.
And we even went a bit Western.
Western, yeah.
We did Sierra Leone, Niger food. We've done Angolan dishes.
did Congo dishes.
We're actually doing SADC,
Yeah.
so it's
We-
not just Namibian
And
dishes.
the nice part is, like what people don't see, the aftermath of this show is that these people actually get to have clients call. Clients
after that.
people inbox me and ask for their
Their
numbers. We give out the numbers, and we had people call and say that after that show, I've been having people come from Swakop. When they come here, they
that's
come
fantastic.
eat, and
Those are the
their
success
sales went up,
stories.
and it was so nice to hear it from them because they would call me. They would always call me and say,
Yeah.
Mitch, this show, it
I can absolutely see this vision of Mitch going to, the African countries, to Angola, to Nigeria, to Ghana,
That
to...
Oh
would
my
be-
God,
yeah,
that
that
would be
would be-
nice, man. That would be nice if I can eat the food where they make it.
What is your favorite delicacy this far, other than what you've mentioned, of the food that you've tasted? What did you enjoy the most?
Okay, I don't even have to think about this one. It's not the abram bumbi. It's not the abram bumbi.
Again.
But it's the cassava leaves there with the fufu.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, and then I had the okra. So the okra is like this slimy.
Yes.
Oh my goodness.
When
So
you look at
Western
it, it
food.
doesn't look very appetizing, but what does it taste like? Explain it to us.
Yo, it tastes like a bastard.
How would that taste? Explain that to us. Explain that to us.
Oh, like you just don't know what's happening in your mouth.
Is it sweet? Is it sour? Is it a mixture? Is it,
No,
tangy?
the whole thing is how they cook it is they don't have a lot of spices in it.
Yeah.
And they cook it like mostly, some of them will put in like peanut butter in it. You can taste the peanut butter flavor there, and then they don't have like really any spice in it. And the fish is actually fermented in salt like for a long time, and they just cook it with that salt. No
With the-
spiciness,
covered
nothing.
in the cassava leaf.
In the cassava
In
leaf.
the cassava leaf.
Even in the okra, they put this smoked fish, which is so nice. It's really, really
That
delicious.
sounds delicious.
Yeah.
It was.
Joe, is he the
I can
only one
actu-
that gets to eat on set? Tell the truth.
Well,
I know my NBC
the
people.
the crew always indulge in it.
I
and-
give them something when I'm done. I'll be like, can
Come
we have
and
something
taste.
left?
And it's always the favorite part of the producer, She
Yeah.
gets to at least have some taste of it. When we talk about these dishes, I can actually literally smell how they cook these meals, and with so much passion and so much love, especially May Elizabeth.
May
of
Elizabeth, yeah, that's
season-
one of my
yeah.
season 2 is May Elizabeth.
Season 2, guys, you're not ready.
They're not ready
You're
for
not
that.
ready.
And we had this fish from Congo as well. Like I don't know what they
yeah.
call it. Like it was a dish from
Listen,
Congo.
you guys
like,
are
so
all over. We're back
it
to
was-
Congo now. Also.
Yeah, so
Yeah,
that was also
yeah.
one of my favorites. So
Yeah.
you guys are not ready to see all of that. You guys are not ready. Please tune into Content Hub.
You
Always
mentioned
watch it.
something very interesting now, because at the beginning you said that a lot of the individuals that you've spoken to and engaged in season 1 have never been to culinary school, so they're not chefs by standard of certificate or whatever. They self-taught.
Yeah.
And then you mentioned May Elizabeth, and you can see how much love she's cooked with. What makes her so special? How did that translate into her food?
So she does this thing that whereby you can order, you can go eat at a house, or there's a stall you order. And the way she said something that's got stuck in my mind till now. She said, "No food goes back to my kitchen. You have to finish this." And
she's
she has so
mother
much
like that.
passion for food that she has a whole garden
Garden.
outside.
Oh, wow.
Everything she's cooking comes from the
Comes from her
garden,
garden.
straight to the pot,
kitchen.
straight to your plate. And that was so nice about her, and the way she talks about food is so, like, she has passion. Like, she's working, but she's always like, if I could just cook every day, which I would be cooking every day.
Yeah.
I wanted to ask, you've been visiting sort of more informal setups when it comes to the establishments that you choose to eat from. So will we see you going a bit more formal to restaurants and, trying out dishes from there, Joe? What are the plans on that?
We've been talking about it, but we don't really want to lose the essence of the show, because the show was made for street food vendors and people that are really wanting to tap into the industry.
To the industry.
Establishment, we may just, have a teaser here and there with Mich, going to Avani and, what did you say?
I'll be complaining about the prices. but if we look at the bigger picture is, we have a lady that's cooking from a house. She's building a house from that food. She could have a restaurant at the house after being on this show once, twice.
She pays her school fees from that.
School fees for the kids and what. So we are really, what we're doing is like putting them on a platform whereby a lot of people can see them. So when somebody comes through from Germany or what, they've seen this, or somebody, a Namibian from Germany has shared this, they were like, I want to go to that spot. And then they go back and tell the other Germans or the other, and then they tap into the tourism market. So we want to, with this, we want to build the people that are cooking from the houses to a point where they can have their own restaurants with their own special delicacies, with their own style.
Yeah, and our mandate as NBC is also to inspire a growing nation most now.
Yeah.
So these are one of the things that we're trying to inspire people to, make something out of it, because, we've been, we've learned so much during COVID, job losses, all these things, and making it by yourself, create your own employment. So these are the type of things that we're trying to bring forth to everyone. Yeah.
Mitch, do you rate yourself a certified food critic now? Do you know what it takes to make an excellent dish?
Yeah, I know the word called tender. It is gooey. I can say those words. But ever since I started doing that, like I've been watching other cooking cook shows and all that as well. So I can rate myself as certified food critic.
Does Mitch even cook is the big question here. Do you even cook yourself?
I have to cook. I have no choice because the girl can cook. I have to cook because I have no choice. I hope she's not watching.
Joe, just to round off our conversation, I know you've told us a lot about what's happening in season 2, but what is, what would you like to say to our viewers tonight as to why they shouldn't miss season 2, why it's so special?
Well, this season we're looking at traditional, we're looking at love of food, we're looking at people that have their whole garden in their backyards. We're looking at people that, they've worked so hard just to have something out there. So it's if you watch it and if you have that, if you share this, if you like this page, it doesn't just create our platform, but it also gives a platform for the street vendor that we've worked with. So We launched the episode
episode,
one
yeah,
yesterday.
episode one yesterday,
Yeah,
yeah.
we launched episode 1 yesterday. So every week,
Every
we'll have
week on
a-
Tuesday.
yeah,
Every
Mondays,
week on
no,
Tuesday.
Mondays.
Mondays.
Yeah,
Mondays we're gonna have an episode out.
yeah.
Fantastic.
But it will also come on TV
Yeah,
usually.
yeah.
Yeah.
Fantastic. Mitch, any final words from yourself?
Guys, I will be telling you, food runs the world, and you must respect the
Not-
people
not-
that
I
cook
thought
your
women
food.
run the
Girls
world.
run
No, it's food. Women love food, so it's food.
No lies told there.
Yeah, so you must always respect the people that really cook food for you.
Yeah.
And there's a lot of people here in Namibia, just here in Windhoek where we were, there's a lot of people that are doing businesses that you guys don't even know. The burger that you get at the restaurants, you can get a burger that is 2 times better.
At
which
Calvin's.
is, yeah, at Calvin's. Oh, you know, they do this, but a lot of people don't know. So guys, keep watching the show and you will know the places to go to when you want to have a family night out, when you want a compo, when you just want to have like a Russian, what, you would know where to go. They even do delivery, some of them. So these people are doing a lot and we're
Yeah.
just not seeing it.
We just don't know, and this
Yeah.
platform is there to highlight that and
Exactly.
to showcase that.
Yeah.
Well, fantastic. Joe, any dates as to when we can see it on TV? What are we looking
Well,
at?
television, we haven't scheduled it yet, but we're trying to drive our social media pages for as long as we can, and then television usually just taps along.
Yeah.
Yeah, but
So keep your eyes glued to
Yeah.
the NBC Content Hub page to get all the dates as to when Local Flavours Season 2 will be dropping. Joe and Mitch, thank you so much for being here this
Thank you
evening.
so
Lovely
much.
speaking to you. And you've set the bar so high for Season 2. I cannot imagine what Season 3 is going to be looking like. I see Mitch boarding planes. I see Mitch getting his passport stamped. I see Mitch engaging some grocery stores, getting on
Absolutely.
board.
Yeah.
It's going to be big.
It
Thank
has
you
to
so
be
much,
big
guys.
like Big
Yeah.
Mitch.
Big like Big Mitch. I
Yeah.
love it.
ooh, that's a slogan.
Thank you so much. Well, there you have it. Local Flavours Season 2 is set to be out soon, so keep your eyes glued to the NBC Content Hub page, please. As I've said, that also brings us to the end of this evening's program. Catch us again tomorrow evening, same time and place. From myself and the rest of the team, it's good night and thank you so much for watching.